Salutations. You know, sometimes some things I want to address that are things that I've heard that come around several times, and once I hear something, you know, almost 3 times, it becomes, I think, important. But there again, it's something that I can't substantiate, and I will ask the people that maybe live in this area to maybe elaborate on. But this is concerning sea serpents or sea monsters, aka sea cryptids, which are all over the world, all over the world. Several different types. Like Loch Ness, you know, I recently had seen that thing that what was the river monster guy, Jeremy Wade did concerning Loch Ness, and he thinks it was a green shark, maybe is what people are seeing, and he gave a pretty good case for it. So it's stuff like that that I think is very interesting. But we have these different sea cryptids that are seen all over the world, and something concerning like something like Loch Ness or any of these dinosaurs that people say these would be. I think they're probably more giant eels or something like that, because if it's a reptile, especially the way Loch Ness is seen, the reptile would have to surface and breathe at some point. They'd be seen, the Loch Ness monster would be seen a lot more than what it is. So more than likely it's got to be a fish, and we're dealing with these types of things that are fish that don't have to surface to breathe. Something that leads me to kind of address this, all right, is something that I had heard that coming from, and at first it happened on, there was a guy that at the Assetti Ranch, the first time I was there, I think that first year I was there, he had mentioned this to me, and I've heard certain rumors about this certain times come through. And what this deals with is a place, not in Washington there, I believe, the Olympic Peninsula. And on the Olympic Peninsula, they've got a whole lot of fishing going on. And that there's a tribe there called the Quinault tribe. And I'll put up a picture of them that are fishermen that deal with the fishing processing system there, and or factory and all that stuff. All right, and what something about this Olympic National Park is known for Sasquatch sightings and Bigfoot Sasquatch sightings. But when it comes up out of that, there's another type of cryptid that comes even talked about, not as much as the Sasquatch, but it's these type of a sea monster, river monster. And what it is this Quinault tribe had talked about, and the people that the one person I talked about too, the 3 people I talked to, and when I heard about this, they're saying that they have river or sea monsters there. And what happens is that the sea monsters get into these salmon nets and just bite through these salmon nets and go in and take the salmon and escape. And a couple of people have been behind the fish processing plant there and seen these giant nets that are about 2,000 piece a piece, with these huge 3 foot, almost 3 foot or longer holes in them. And they're saying that there are these sea monsters that come in and take the salmon and leave. And I can't find out much more about X. There's a name that I've heard several times. I can't seem to find that or hear that again. But there's a name for these sea monsters or sea creatures, serpents, whatever they are. And I don't know what it is, but somebody watching this may know, or be from that area and know exactly what I'm talking about. Somebody like Jeremy Wade needs to go there and investigate that. So I've heard that, you know, it's little things like that that happen indigenous-wise that maybe have more validity than even just things we hear on the media. So that's something concerning sea monsters and sea cryptids I've just found very, very interesting. So to put that in with the Quinault tribe and the Olympic Peninsula, and go from there with that. Good food for thought, if nothing else. I like to know what these creatures look like, what they are, or what possible species is doing that and biting through those nets like that. And you know what's actually doing that. So if anybody has any more information, please put in the comments down there. I'd like to hear about it. Thank you. Please subscribe. Push the like button. I want to give a shout out to all the people on Patreon that have kept these videos going. I try to address several things that are paranormal, metaphysical. That puts the whole, maybe it's a gamut of it, is not the separate things that we want it to be. So please subscribe and put a thank out to you, all of you. Thank you and peace.